Hello again, viewers. We're a little spoiled for choice when it comes to battles here, but I think I know what you want to see. That's right, the big battle. Now this is an inverse of a small battle, and we're going to give our new partners another chance to shine. In this case, it'll be Met. I'll be opening with Plasma Dragon, the Stage 2 counterpart to Thunder Dragon. Like the other Stage 2 counterparts, Plasma Dragon is a bigger, more effective, and more expensive version of the Stage 1. And this battle, like I said, is an inverse of the small battle, where instead of Bastet and Sekhmet witches shrinking you to nothing, it's Patra and Isis witches powering up their ally. In this case, it's a series of normal tanks. And honestly, this comes up to a pretty even fight, as while Plasma Dragon's big and powerful, it's also big and slow, making it a really easy target for tank shells. Now, tank shells by themselves could cut through my health pretty quickly, even more so when they're powered up. And you can see that I'm already at less than half. Now, fortunately, while they do a lot of damage, my plasma bombs knock them around really easily. So this is really kind of a case of who can shoot first. And luckily for me, that was the last of the tanks. So while they really did a number on my health, I think I'll be able to weather this storm. And I won't even need Power Burst. I don't really want to lose Plasma Dragon, so I just kind of finish the fight as fast as possible. Although seeing a bunch of Patra and Isis witches making themselves huge is pretty funny. But with that last Plasma Bomb, it's game.
Alright, our forces have won!
Yeah, while that kind of decisive victory was what I expected when I first started getting dragons, I pretty quickly learned it doesn't happen too often in practice. Still, it's really satisfying when it does. But okay, enough joking around. I know what you really want to see. The next team up with Orochi. It seems that wasn't just a one-time thing and she's still battling against the Death Force. So we may as well give her another hand.
Here we go!
And it's been some time coming, but we've reached the end of the Dragon Tribe, with the most expensive, normal, achievable Borg in the game, Cosmic Dragon. Cosmic Dragon is a lot like the other dragons, although it has the beam instead of the bombs. Now, that does give it one advantage in that it can fire its beams while moving, and it builds up Power Burst really quickly. If you're wondering why I spent so much time flying around the stage, it's because Cosmic Dragon does have a slight blind spot around its feet where the beams can't easily hit targets. So while it may look kinda silly to have a Cosmic Dragon fleeing Death Borgs, it really is necessary there. I actually couldn't see what that was at first. I'm just glad I got rid of that beam tank quickly, because it could do a good chunk of damage to me if I let it loose. Yeah, we'll once again see the problem with big Borgs and that I can't even see when I'm fighting. And that bit there where I was firing the Dragon Breath while moving, that was a misclick. While all the dragons with breath attacks can do it, firing while moving makes it so you can't aim nearly as well, and you certainly can't hold a position. So it's a lot less effective than firing in place. I was trying to fire it from the air like usual, but I forgot to wait till I stopped moving before hitting the button. And luckily the enemy wasn't able to take too great an advantage from it. Cosmic Dragon here has easily been the most mobile of the dragons I've used, aside from the heads. But that's just because you can actually get use out of flying around, as opposed to picking a spot and acting like a big turret. And I'm really glad I managed to catch that Titan robot, because those javelins could really do a number on me, especially with me being so slow. I would be likely to dodge too many, and I can't even hide behind something. Thankfully, it decides not to use them for whatever reason, so my health is preserved. Still, I'm taking no chances in this fight, because the Death Force is really going all out in their attempts to recover Orochi, I guess. They even send out a pair of beam satellites. And while that wouldn't really be a big deal to most boards, a Cosmic Dragon can't really dodge those beams, so you're going to take a lot of damage if you don't get rid of them quick.
I'll remember that. Ow!
If you've kept an eye on my health, you've seen the damage they dealt there. And while I saw the green ball, indicating Bug Witch, that Cosmic Dragon is immune to those transformations, so I didn't even think about it. Of course, it would be a threat to Orochi, so I'd like to get rid of it quick. That's why I turned on it as soon as I realized it was there. Good thing for reduced ally damage. Oh, thanks to Power Burst, I take out whatever that was.
We showed them! We'll never lose.
Well, thanks to the King of Dragons, we collect some more prizes from spanking the Death Force again.
Right? Sure.
And like Sho before her, if you manage to make it to this point,
Sure.
Orochi will join you when you help her out those 2 times.
Whatever.
Orochi's a pretty powerful partner, but I'll give her a chance to rest for now. And like I said before, Cosmic Dragon marks the end of the Dragon Tribe, so what better way to send them off than to have an all-star match? And I realized too late that picking a group of divers to team up with a melee tribe was a mistake.
Alright, the people in the world live in peace.
Still though, I'm just gonna have to try and work around it. I've made a force of Nightborgs for this, just because the standard Knight versus Dragon seemed too good to pass up. And yeah, this battle does live up to its name as the Great Dragon Parade. Every elemental and the space line of dragons show up here, both the Stage 1 and Stage 2s. Unfortunately, Sword Knight is actually quite effective against dragons, more so than you might realize. As thanks to the extra effect on its slashes, it has a longer range than at first glance. And its shield can provide protection from bombs and dragon breath. Though of course, it's not something to rely on. Still, it is kind of dangerous to be focusing on one dragon to the exclusion of another. And Sword Knight is taken out. Still, Vlad takes its place. And again, Vlad and Vampire Knights are surprisingly effective against dragons. And because the dragons are all big and slow, Vlad can easily sneak around and get them with spin attacks, keeping your HP up and damaging them where they can't attack you back. Yes, while there's only one target, we are going to kind of get in each other's way here, as I need to get in close to be most effective, and Yuji's divers are going to hamper that. Still, with more targets coming in, we'll be able to stay out of each other's way a little better. Oh, and that was really close. That Thunder Dragon almost got me. Luckily, it only just dealt damage to its ally. Getting frozen as a Vampire Knight is not fun, as your health is still ticking away even when you can't move.
I thought I was toast.
Still, it's only been tagging me with bombs and not breath. So, as long as I can stay behind it, I can build up my health off of it.
Are you serious? There.
And with such beefy targets, we've been building up power burst really quick. And it looks like Yuji's brought out his copy, man. That's much more compatible with my knights than his divers are. Still, it's only going to have the dragon abilities for 15 seconds at a time, and that's kind of obnoxious. But hey, any port in a storm is gonna work. So that could have been bad. And while we saw that Vlad was quite effective against the Flame and Blizzard dragons he previously fought, Thunder and Plasma Dragon's extra effective Stomp makes them a bit more troublesome to deal with.
Now.
Still, Plasma Dragon is at least big enough I can stay away from its feet more easily than I could with Thunder Dragon. I'm not sure what the Space Dragon was aiming at, but I did get clipped by a Plasma Bomb. And I'm not going to be able to get too many hits in with Plasma Dragon hiding under the table. And if you're wondering why it got so small, it's because any Borg will shrink down into certain spaces when they walk into them. And not every Borg can fit into every space, even with that. They're just some are too big to get in. But it is a good way to help your maneuverability a bit. And especially with like Plasma Dragon, your stomps cover even more ground, even though you're smaller. And it doesn't make a lot of sense. Still, seeing as I can't get in on Plasma Dragon while it's under the table, I figured I'd just go after the Space Dragon. And Yuji seems to have done a number on Plasma while it was gone. And now that it's gone, we take on an enemy Cosmic Dragon with a Fire Dragon backup. Unfortunately, Vampire Knight isn't quite as equipped to take effect of Cosmic Dragon's blind spots, as I gotta hit it in the torso to get my melee attacks. Still, having such beefy targets has done wonders in keeping my HP up. And if I could somehow convince Yuji to copy Vlad, he could have used that to heal himself up.
Ow. Ow.
That was cutting it incredibly close. But Cosmic Dragon wasn't having any of that. Vlad's not going to be around too much longer. Taking too many hits and my HP's fallen far. Yeah, I start playing a little recklessly when I've got more Borgs in the wings. And when I've got recovering HP anyway. Speaking of which, I can't tell you how nice it is to have forces with more than 2 Borgs on them. Yeah, generally, on a run through this game, you'll just pack your force with as many Borgs as you can afford. Or use a few you like. And unless you like the really expensive ones, which, honestly, most of them aren't that good. By this point in the game, you'll have enough GF energy to have 4 more Borgs in your force. You know, enough room to make some mistakes. You don't have to play perfectly every battle. And this little swarm of the 3 elemental stage 1 dragons marks the end of the battle. And while I'm surprised that getting caught in that crossfire didn't end Vlad, I'm not complaining. And with Fire Dragon down, only Ice and Thunder are left to fight. And I went after Ice because I was trying to stay out of Yuji's way. He apparently decided he wanted Ice. But now he's gone back to Thunder. And it's kind of annoying when the computer allies can't make up their mind.
I thought I was toast. Yuji, yes. This so furry.
And I pop Power Burst and dive right into a Thunder Breath, which is honestly kind of embarrassing. Still, next up is my Chainsaw Knight. And really, Chainsaw is just perfect for dragons. Like now, even if they hit me with a bomb, when I go flying, I'll drag them with me, as long as the hook is attached. And because the chainsaw hits so often, I can even keep them in stun lock and prevent them from stomping me away. Even Thunder Dragon can't get rid of me so easily. Now, I'm hitting a Yuji a lot here, but it's not that big a deal. This is the last Borg of the Force anyway, so you may as well just go all in.
We showed them. This has been proven from the point of behavioral science.
We get some more dragons. And while that was an adequate performance, it certainly wasn't our best. So, we need to buff up our work with some training.
Yeah. Huh? Hey. Boo-hoo.
Yeah, Yuji's kind of weird like that. Me neither, Rush. Me neither. Still, there's only one partner for this fight. And when you see my next force, you'll understand why.
Let's go. I am here. Don't screw up. Leave it to me.
It's been a while since we've had a training fight. This time Usagi decided to team up with Yuji. And really, what better way to get used to our new partners than, you know, to fight against them. Yeah, because Yuji's copy man is no big deal for either of us right now. I went straight for Usagi's command girl, because if she got at range, she'd be able to put a real hurt on Sasuke and Tetsuya's normal samurai here. I got rid of Yuji's copy man there, just because Quick Valkyrie would be really obnoxious to get as Sasuke. And with the diver covering her, Sasuke's probably not going to be around much longer. Unfortunately, Billy is more than well equipped to deal with Valkyries and divers. And while Usagi's Barrier Girl is certainly a powerful Borg, I think Tetsuya can handle her while I get rid of Yuji's hampering force. And I did not want to pop Power Burst with a walking bomb in the field, as anything could happen with one of those. Still, now that Yuji's down to his partner, may as well get him down. And then we can take our 2v1 against Usagi. Really, this team-up could not be better, as Tetsuya's samurais can close in and keep her barrier from regenerating, while I can hang back and fire pot shots, just to knock it down a bit if she manages to get one up. And that circling strategy was actually pretty brilliant. She got in just close enough to force me to use my melee attack, and then dash out of the way and clipped me. I was not going to last long with a Cybergirl Super on the field, especially not at that low health. That's okay, because Acceleration Ninja takes its place. And while I do eat the occasional quad laser to the face, Acceleration Ninja is more than enough to take care of Usagi by himself. And with Tetsuya helping, this is really just our match to lose. Even if I do run into my allies' attacks. Usagi's hanging by the wall, so I can't get acceleration not as good as I'd like. But my shots managed to take her down anyway.
We showed them! Yes! You got beaten too many times! This is impossible from the point of cultural anthropology.
All in all, a pretty decisive victory. Oh, you even managed to earn a few prizes. Another walking bomb of my own. We'll certainly see one of those again. But that's all for now. Thanks for watching.